Welcome to the first edition of Positive Vibes with VJB. This is VJB Talks. So outside of Positive Vibes with VJB, I will be doing some VJB Talks with some amazing guests. And this is the first one. And I'm going to give her the honors of introducing herself because she's just an amazing person all around. Super mom, career woman, entrepreneur, like literally. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everyone. My name is Angelica Pugh, and I wear a lot of hats. So I'm an artistic director, I'm a choreographer, dancer, and actress, but more so than that, I am a mom, single mom of two boys,
Yes.
13 and 6, and they are my everything. They are my life. But I have to make sure that I can still, do all of the things that I love to do. But definitely being a mom is a part of all of those different things.
Yes. Now, you touched on doing all the things that you have to do and just being there for them. Like, what does a normal day look like?
A normal day consists of waking up, of course, and taking them to school. After school, I go to work. I work with the National Black Arts Festival. So
Nice.
if I'm not in the office, I'm at the schools. I'm at Mays in Washington. I'm working with high school students in the arts. So when I'm done with them, I usually have to pick up kids, my kids. My mom is a major help for me.
Thank God for mom.
I will say that, in your routine, I feel like you have to have a village. You have to have a support system.
Yes.
But it usually consists of me picking them up, doing homework, while they're doing homework, cooking, or not even always cooking, finding something for them to eat
Yes.
if the day is full.
Yes.
In between all of that, I try to work out 2 to 3 times a week.
Nice.
And then after dinner and getting them ready for bed and getting ready for the next day, it's, that's pretty much my daily routine. It's go, 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 go all day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There are times when I do get to just kind of take a moment. And I think that that's very important. You have to find time in your day to go, okay, get quiet. Yeah, woosah, meditate, pray, listen to music, just get quiet. So if there is some time in my schedule where I can either come home or sit in my car and just do that before I go get the boys,
Yes.
I have to do it or I will run myself ragged. So my day is full of work and full of them.
Wow.
And I try to put doing something for me.
Yes. Yes. That's so important as a mom and just a woman, like doing so much, and as a career woman and an entrepreneur.
Right.
Because you still have your own business. Tell everyone about your business.
So my business is called Angelica Choreography Company.
Yes.
And I started that about 6 years ago. And I'm the lead choreographer and artistic director. And with that company, I work with different organizations and schools by teaching them dance lessons and all dance styles. But also doing choreography for different artists and organizations and churches and so forth.
Wow.
And that's actually how Vanessa and I
Yes.
met. It's such a small world. And I was actually performing at an event.
Brent Smith.
Brent Smith.
Hi,
Hey, Brent. Yeah. And that's how we met years ago. And so my business is pretty much based in dance, but we double and dabble in the performing arts. So working with youth, working with adults. And so my goal, and I did have a studio, but my goal is to have a space where that can be available for the community, dance and the performing arts, not just for youth, but also for adults, and it be a central hub for, not just my company, but all choreography companies and all choreographers and dancers and filmmakers and visual artists and so forth. So I'm working on my nonprofit status right now. I'm almost done. So we will be a nonprofit officially soon. So that is my business.
I love it. Wow. Do you feel that being able to do everything that you do, but being that you're still tied to being an artist, do you think that helps you with being able to in my opinion, artists are able to physically express themselves and get out their emotions.
Right.
So we don't go insane. Insane.
Right.
So do you feel like that helps that your actual passion and your 9 to 5 is actually combined to where you're able to still be expressive, creative, and connect spiritually with others and exchange positive energy? So you're not just working a 9 to 5 that you literally just doing it for a check.
Right. I think it's very important. And I think it's a blessing when you get that opportunity, when you can mix your passion with your 9 to 5. I will say that as artists, something that I feel is very important is that we learn the business of it. We can be very passionate and gifted and talented. Sometimes that's not enough.
Yes.
Especially in this business, a lot of times, those producers and those directors who may not necessarily have the passion, but they have the know-how when it comes to making the money. And they're the ones that write the checks.
Yes.
And they're the ones who, negotiate the contracts. I feel like it's important for us as artists to know the business. Not necessarily you have to go to business school, but I would say study some things before you negotiate what you're getting paid, whether it's a contract. Really read the fine print.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If you have, someone that's a lawyer or something like that, get advice. But I do feel that passion is important. There's a lot of arts organizations and some leaders that I know that lead arts organizations don't have the passion. They're doing it, for the money, for the title. And I think what gets lost is that being able to reach the masses with the connection.
Yes.
And therefore it's just you're a part of an arts organization just to say you are, versus really connecting and making a difference using the arts. Doing it for the heart.
Yeah.
And using the arts as a platform. But use it as a platform, but learn the ins and outs of all of it. So I think passion is definitely important, but also the smarts and knowing what it takes to run it.
And how did you learn the business? What was your way of doing so?
One of the things in working with a nonprofit that is not my own, I started to really ask questions for those people who are already there.
Asking questions.
Asking for help. What is the saying?
A good one.
Yeah, asking for help.
Asking for help. Ooh.
And there's something they say, don't reinvent the wheel. So sometimes there are ways that it has been done before that sometimes you can go back and find out. You maybe do it your own way.
Yes.
Get a mentor. I have a mentor, someone who she's in the business, Patricia Harris, in the nonprofit sector. Hi, Patricia. And she gives me a lot of great advice. But also I just started to find out about different resources and organizations that give classes. A nonprofit university, Georgia Center for Nonprofits. I went to find out information about that, and they had a class where you're in it for weeks. And I asked my boss if they pay for it, and they paid for it, and then I
blessing.
And then she could have just said no, but I asked.
Exactly.
And being a part of that, I learned so much about nonprofits, and also within the arts. So some people may want to go to graduate school or go to school and do that. That's fine. I just feel like it's good to just ask questions, and it just ends up connecting you and putting you in different places where you can learn certain things. And this was not a goal of mine. I just wanted to 5, 6, 7, 8 and do the arts, and that was it.
Nice little 5,
right,
6, 7,
that
8.
was it. Right, and then it just happened to where things just started happening. I was like, no, you need to learn this, you need to do this, you need to do that. So that's kind of how it happened.
That's very interesting. With us, we definitely connect on that point, because for a long time I fought the business side of doing anything that was associated with me or VJB. And I literally remember saying the words several times, like, I just want to create. I don't want to do the business stuff. I don't want to, I just want to be in the creative entity. That's all I want to worry about and connect with that. I'm a live person. I'm a creative person. I need to be free. But literally, I'm very, very thankful that for whatever reason, I was able to open myself up, and gradually it was like God was just little breadcrumbs that led me to where I'm at today with being able to learn certain things about business. And you hit the nail on the head. It's so key and important that you do know those things, because it helps so much. And even when your team grows, you're still able to lead and navigate because you do know certain things and you do understand. Yeah. Not just from a protection, but just being prepared.
Right. Definitely.
That's amazing. That is so amazing that you said that. Wow. Because, I was the same way. So within everything that you do, with the trials, the tribulations, the challenges, and then the passion, how do you stay motivated and how do you stay positive to continue to press on? Because let me tell you guys, I have never seen her frown. Ever. Never seen her frown ever. I mean, her kids are so well behaved and just the sweetest boys ever. How do you stay positive and continue to press on through everything?
So I have days where I'm not so positive, where I get upset. Yeah. I get pissed off. I cry. I don't want to be bothered. Yes. I don't want to talk to anyone. Yes. I have those days. But something, and you and I were just talking about this before we started doing this, something that I started learning was I couldn't really depend on anyone else to shift my mood but me. Wow. It was my responsibility. Even though I have a great village, I have a great relationship with my mom. My relationship with God just got to a place where I had no one else to depend on but his spirit, but also my energy. So the days that my kids act a fool, because even though they're well mannered and they're well behaved, they act a fool.
They're still children,
13 and 6, and then they're boys. Sometimes it's off the chain. Anyone who knows me and is with me knows that sometimes I'm like, but I've had to learn that, my words and how I, manage the energy in my house affects everything. Yes. Everything. And even the days that I say, I don't feel like doing this today. I immediately have to go, okay, no. But let's go back. Say something else. Yes. Yes. I keep words, around the house. I keep them on my mirror in the bathroom, something to look at. Keeping certain people around you that are like-minded or positive. Yes. Even if they're having a bad day, you try to encourage them, and then it convicts you where it's like, okay, I'm trying to help them have a better day. But this morning I woke up and I said something a little negative, so maybe I need to go back. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And practice what I preach. So just everything that I speak every day, I try my best. I'm not saying that I do it perfectly. I try my best to speak as positive as I can and create an atmosphere in my home, at work, at my desk, when I'm around the kids. Just little things here and there to keep me motivated, things that you listen to, the music. And sometimes there are days I want to listen to NWA and just be in the car like that. And just whatever you feel that's going to help you get it out. Absolutely. I say do it. Absolutely. And I think as artists, we have a blessing where we can, creating is something to help us, get that out, whether it's dance, something. Sometimes I just dance in the living room. I just listen to music, things of that nature. So I'm just doing something every day that you feel is going to give you like a good energy boost. What you eat, what you drink, things of that nature. But even if you have those bad days, acknowledge that you're having a bad day. Say, I'm not having the best day right now. And then go, okay, so what can I do? Not what can anyone else do. What can I do to figure that out, to shift my day? So and prayer and meditation is major. There's a difference. Prayer is, like you said, spell is speaking and it's saying things that you want. Meditating is sitting and listening and just receiving. And so I've had to learn how to balance. Absolutely. Wow. Well, you heard a mouthful, and I cannot agree more. Wow. And it's a testament. It works. Right. It does. It definitely works because you're living it, you're breathing it, you're walking in it, and what you are putting out is literally coming back to you tenfold in a positive way. Right. So I love it 100%. So with that being said, I would love to shift gears and talk about what projects you have coming up, or what projects are you actually involved in now? Okay. Because I have seen your timeline and you do have some lovely things popping now. Because like she said, she's not also just a choreographer, entrepreneur, but she also acts
as well.
I do.
So I love to hear more about that and any other future projects that you have coming on.
Okay. Well, acting, there was a series I was a part of called Dexter Jackson's Guide to Dating.
Nice.
And there were 2 seasons. That's by Renee and Bobby Peoples. Hi.
Hey,
Renee and Bobby. Hi.
What's going on?
And that is on Amazon.
Nice.
And they got nominated for different awards. And there's like a web fest, I think, in Miami. It'll be next spring that it got nominated for. So just, being a part of that has been a lot of fun. I play a character named Thomasina who's deaf. And is finding love. Yeah. So it's pretty interesting. It was fun. It was very fun to work on. So just, a couple of other things. My brother, who's a filmmaker, he's working on something that I'm working with him on, and hopefully we'll be able to announce that soon.
Wonderful.
And besides that, working with the students at Mays and Washington High, they are doing some artwork for the Four Seasons Hotel and Spa.
Oh, wow.
And we're waiting to hear what pieces were chosen for that. And their stuff is going to be on display, and they're going to have a reception for them and their parents. So that's exciting.
Oh, my goodness.
And there's a production very near and dear to my heart entitled She, which stands for She Has Evolved. It's a dance production that I'm working on. Hopefully it'll be up and going next spring, next summer, just trying to make sure that everything is in the proper place.
Yes. And it definitely will.
Yes. So I am every day I'm working on making sure, the venue, all of that stuff. I have my people, and Vanessa's one of my people.
Yes.
Just before we actually start with that, I just want to make sure everything's in line with that.
Absolutely.
So working on that, and that's about it, and just ready to enjoy the holidays. I said this holiday I'm going to try to just enjoy the holidays, just try to kind of.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Family, food,
yes,
and family, and food.
And food, right.
Oh, but you said and rest. Yes, you was talking about rest. You're looking forward to the rest.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I love summer. All I want for Christmas is rest. Sleep and rest. Yes.
Okay. I think Santa's going to answer that for you. Okay. Yay. All right. So to close out, I love to do this segment called Flip That Energy, where we take a situation that I guess someone would deem, or the average person would deem, as a negative situation, and we flip it to see the positive in it. To actually, as my theory is, what you think becomes emotion, and what emotions you have, that is the vibes, the vibrations that you get off to other people or just into the atmosphere.
Right.
So your vibrations and just, what vibe you give off to people, that's a direct contact of your emotions, and your emotions are direct contact to the thoughts that you have.
Right.
So if I can train myself to think more positive when you have those situations like, oh my gosh, why has this happened to me, or not right now, and change the perspective to find the positive in it, then maybe I can change my feelings so that the vibrations that I give off are still positive vibrations, so that can still come back to me consistently.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to start with, I'm just going to name something, and you'll have about 5 seconds to throw it out, or just figure out a way to see the positive in it. Okay, here we go. First scenario, you lost your job.
Lost my job.
Yes.
Start looking for another job.
Okay.
Start revamping my resume and putting it out there to as many places as I can. Or figure out how to start my own lane. Maybe that was a release for me to do my own thing, and figure out how to do that.
Yes. All right. Okay. Another one. Your alarm didn't go off, and you're about to be super, super late for a big business opportunity.
Wow. Well, contact whomever, the person I was supposed to be meeting, and let them know that I'm running behind.
Yes.
Do my best to not break my neck trying to get ready, because you're already late.
Absolutely.
So it's but the first thing would be is to contact them, say, hey, this is what's happening, and then get it together to try to get there.
Yes.
As best as you can.
Yes.
But don't kill yourself.
All right. Okay. And so the last one, us ladies of color, we are so serious about our hair.
Yes.
So you are on the way to meet the man of your dreams.
Ooh.
And you're having the most horrible hair experience you've ever had in your life.
Oh, man.
What are we going to do?
So, it depends on where we're going and what's on the way.
Okay.
If there is a Target, meaning Targets.
Yes.
Or
Target.
Wally World. I'm a big scarf person too, so get you a nice scarf, bantu knotted up.
Yes.
Or get you a nice hat, depending on the weather, and just kind of spruce it up, in the car. Yeah, a little, little schmudge, just kind of, and then go that route.
I love it. Yeah. Yes. Good job. Well, thank you so much for being my very first guest on VJB Talks. You did an amazing job.
So proud of you.
Thank you so much. And thank you guys for watching. And as always, keep grinding, keep it positive, keep it moving. VJB